Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another movie episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's ready to escape the rock with me tonight?
Hey everybody, it's Kenneth Sanity reminding you that losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
I am Joe Butler, and just because it looks like you should eat it doesn't mean you should.
Very nice. I'm Bill Tucker from A Gamer Looks at 40 and Carrying My Cross podcast, and this will certainly be more enjoyable than my average day.
I'm John, and yes, I do really want to know who killed JFK.
That's how I was supposed to enter this episode. I had it, but I didn't write it down. That's what I get.
That's your first mistake right there. You always write them down if you don't know them by heart.
I've only seen the movie 3 times, 4, probably 4, at least 4. I watched it twice for this recording, so probably 4. So we are here to talk about a movie that won a Patreon poll 100%, which almost never happened. Everybody voted for this, the Michael Bay movies.
Okay.
Full surprise. The Rock, directed by Michael Bay, screenplay by David Weisberg, Douglas S. Cook, Mark Rosner, and production company Hollywood Pictures, and came out in 1996. This movie was not cheap either. $75 million.
Well, yeah, who do you think made the movie, Mike?
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. Fuck Michael Bay.
Fuck Michael
I mean,
Bay.
this movie was
some
good.
really good movies.
Now, there's some shitty movies he's done that involve turtles, but we're not talking about those today. So,
Oh, I will defend the TMNT movies. I think those are fun.
I will too.
I like the TMNT
as will
movies.
I.
So,
I didn't like either one when I saw them, but it's been a long time.
really weird tangent. So, me and my friends run through a movie marathon where we've been going through just kind of movies in general, watching in order. We're kind of going through Terminator. We're about to finish Blade, and we decided, my friends, if there's a movie my husband don't watch, we'll watch them. So we're deciding to do the Transformers movies. All those movies are more than 2.5 fucking hours long. I just finished Dark Side of the Moon as a 2.5 hour movie, and the next one's 2:45.
Yeah,
I think
this
the
movie
last-
was like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Fucking Michael Bay.
Is the last night, was it like almost 3? I saw that in theaters, and that is like still one of my, that movie's terrible, but that is still like one of my favorite movie theater experiences because it was so fun. That movie's god awful, but
All right. I've only ever seen I've seen the first one of Transformers and the third one, and then one other, but I can't remember what it was. And that's it. With Marky Mark. I think the fourth one.
that
matter.
would be
Fifth one. I don't know. I saw some. Age of Extinction, maybe? I definitely didn't see last
Yeah,
night. That's not what we're here to talk about. Hey, it's Michael Bay. It's related enough. So I always like to start these off with our memories. I had seen this at least a few times before, but not in a very long time. I didn't remember. I did remember a decent amount. I mean, this thing, one of those movies that just kind of came on like TV. You would just leave it on.
Yeah.
And that's, but I didn't remember. I remembered some more than I thought I would. Yeah, that's my history. Ken.
I saw this in theaters when it came out.
Wow.
Because, a friend of mine was like, hey, we should go see this. Sounds like, okay, whatever. I guess, fine. And it was very bombastic. And honestly, that's the way you got to see a Michael Bay movie. You got to see it in the theaters. You got to see it loud, because this, regardless of how you feel of the movie, this was a spectacle. And nobody does spectacle better than Michael Bay.
He is really good at it, though. You are right. And Joe.
I've never seen this. It's my first time seeing it. The only thing I know about The Rock is it had Sean Connery. It had, of course, my personal favorite, Nicolas Cage. And there's some kind of thing you're not supposed to eat, even though it looks like you should eat it. That's the joke I was referencing.
You talking about the green balls of?
Yeah, the green balls. Don't eat those.
looks like a giant. What are they? The Ed and Eddie jawbreaker, like a giant green jawbreaker.
It does look like a giant green jawbreaker.
And what a good design too. What a great design for a thing that's so delicate. It's just a good design. It's a good color for an evil liquid. I'm into it.
Yeah, it's a really cool design. Really freaky too. Like everything it does people. And Bill, what is your history?
I've seen this before. This is probably one of the many Netflix rentals. I did not see this in theaters. I want to say I've seen this in a bar at some point, like at one of those like movie night things, they'll like to throw a movie on or something. But this is one of those, like somebody said, it might have been before the recording started. This is one of those that just pops on cable and you watch. It's just, it's on. Great. This is what I'll watch this while I'm eating dinner or doing something. So I'm sure I've seen this in its entirety in different pieces many times. I think I've only sat through the whole thing maybe 3 times. That sounds right to me. But again, this is so ingrained into the culture. This is a big noisy spectacle. And I won't say dumb because I don't think it's dumb. I don't think this is dumb either. This is big spectacle, and I'm all for
dumb. It doesn't involve miners all of a sudden being space trained, so it wasn't dumb.
Yeah, it's not dumb in an Armageddon way. It's well, it's got its dumb moments, but I don't think I wouldn't classify this as dumb fun.
No. And John,
I've seen this movie probably over a dozen times. I don't know if it is my favorite Nicolas Cage movie, but it's up there. Probably, I would say my favorite Michael Bay movie by quite a bit. I absolutely love the movie. I've watched it on TV. I own the Blu-ray. I am waiting for one day when they put the stinking thing out on 4K because I would love to have a 4K version of this movie. But yeah, it's one of my favorites.
This doesn't exist in 4K?
It may exist in 4K, but there's never been a 4K release that I know of. I have that's one of those ones of every year or so are they putting a 4K out, or you check Grove every once in a while, just maybe they're putting a 4K version of The Rock out this month or something. But nope, it's never happened that I know of.
That's wild to me.
Because this is a well-known movie, and it's a spectacle. To go back to what Ken said, that's weird that this isn't there.
Yeah, so like I said, as far as I have ever known, there's never been a 4K release.
There hasn't.
Yeah, weird. It sucks. I want one so bad. It'd be even better if it was a 4K steelbook.
If it ever does come out, okay, here's my official prediction. Not this year, but no later than next year, we're going to get 4Ks of The Rock and Armageddon released at the same time, both of them on steelbooks.
I would be happy with that.
Because, oh geez, this movie is 30 years old this year.
God damn.
Planned, by the way.
It's the 30th anniversary of The Rock.
Yikes. We are withering husks, y'all.
So there's literally no better time to do it.
No, not at all. The time is now.
A couple days before its 30th anniversary, actually.
Wow.
But see, there's a problem. The production company of note is Hollywood Pictures, distributed by Buena Vista Pictures. That's owned by Disney.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Disney, I guess, maybe not.
Then why is this on Disney Plus, you assholes? Or Hulu?
Well, when I Googled it earlier, it was what's the streaming on? And it popped up Hulu, and I pulled up Disney Plus, wasn't on there. Pulled up Hulu, wasn't on there. I was like, okay, so it's just not. So I
tried that.
$23.
Yeah, since I've seen this before, I did the unthinkable, and I'm kind of embarrassed. I said I watched this on Tubi for free.
It's on Tubi?
Yeah.
It was
I would have watched it for free too.
Yeah, I've seen it before, so I was like, I don't need the full. And it was really annoying because obviously Tubi has commercials, but they edited the film to faded out and faded in, but the commercials didn't line up with the fade ins and fade outs, so it would just fade out and then fade into the next scene. And again, I've seen it before, so I not the biggest deal in the world, but it was very amusing to me.
It's weird.
Yeah. Just didn't line. They just didn't. The fade ins and fade outs did not line up with the commercials for some reason.
And Ken, what is the plot of this movie?
Oh, you're actually remembering to ask me this time. Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
General Francis X. Hummel has a problem. His country abandoned dozens of his men behind enemy lines and refused to acknowledge their service. Faced with insurmountable odds and an uncaring government, he takes an extreme measure and holds the city of San Francisco hostage while based on Alcatraz Island with missiles loaded with forbidden Tide Pods filled with nerve gas. With no other options, the FBI turns to chemistry nerd Stanley Goodspeed, former Alcatraz inmate John Mason, and a team of cannon fodder Navy SEALs who will have to infiltrate the island and disable the weapons. Although, let's be honest, how much chance do they have when Dr. Cox and Candyman are on the opposing team?
He's not wrong.
There's accuracy abound in that for sure.
I love seeing Tony Todd in this. He makes a good villain.
Sure he does.
Look, we say the term villain. Hummel's the antagonist of this movie.
Yes.
Hummel's an idiot.
He's not a villain. He's right.
Hummel's he's wrong for the way he's doing it, but he's not a bad guy.
Yeah. He's doing the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And I love a scrappy underdog like that.
me leaning across the table to look Mike directly in the eyes, you really had to pick the most ironic movie for the Patreon, bud.
What, you mean this?
Yes.
How is this ironic?
First, give an example. Hello, Gains of Mom Found. Hello, it is I, Joe Butler, local guest star that's always on, and also current veteran, where I get a hefty chunk from the government because I have, quote unquote, a disability that the military gave me. Now, I bet you're wondering, oh, wow, Joe, you just walked right in there and asked for one and they gave it to you, right? That is a goddamn fucking lie. One thing this movie is we continue to look at the past and ignore it and continue to go to our future. This movie is right. The government sure as fuck does not give a goddamn about our veterans.
Oh God, no. I know that too.
And especially like because it's always like I've never served, but I know I've watched stuff and like the Marines are kind of the ones that are treated like kind of the dirt of the military, even though they're like some of the best from everything that I've heard.
So the way it works, which is increasingly stupid, and it is what it is, but it also isn't. A lot of the reasons why a lot of veterans have issues getting benefits, as this movie has shown before, it's hard to get benefits to prove when you've done something shady for the government. Give an example, I had a hard time getting mine, but I just got hurt during basic training. That's whatever. My grandpa also took as long as I did to get his benefits, which is weird because he's older than me, and he also served in the Berlin crisis. So I don't know why it took him, 30 years for him to get his benefits. But you know what? That's a good question, government.
That's not uncommon. Guy who happens to talk to veterans on a regular basis, it is,
Sure.
not uncommon. Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing we don't have wars anymore, right?
Yeah.
Second case in point, Mr. Bill Tucker.
Hi.
Where is this movie? Where are they holding these people hostage at?
They're holding them at Alcatraz Island off the coast of San Francisco.
And Alcatraz is it's not a jail in this movie, is it? Right? What is it? It's like a museum.
Tourist
It's a tourist attraction.
Oh, so what you're telling me is there's not working water or anything in there. So if we were to say, I don't know, return it into some kind of government jail again, it doesn't make sense because nothing would fit.
Yeah, I don't think anything would. I mean, I've been to Alcatraz as a tourist.
Cool.
It's neat. It's very foreboding. It's pretty terrifying actually. There is no guide who walks you around and then locks you into the cells.
Okay, I was going to ask.
No, there's
I've
no
seen
guide.
I'm good, buddy. I ain't going in there.
But they do have an open cell that you can walk into. And it's dark in there, and it's foreboding. I have a picture of me, I think, in said cell. And there is a cell there are cells you can walk into and just kind of get a sense of what it was like. But no, the guide does not walk you through and say lock down and then locks everyone down. That does not happen. But they do have cells that you can walk into, and you can actually walk into a solitary confinement cell too, which is rather foreboding.
The joke I'm making that is our current government wants to reopen Alcatraz for some reason, even though they don't have working water.
Does Alcatraz have like working water? I would assume it would like have to have working water to
Nope.
bathrooms and stuff like that.
I think I always had Porta Johns and other stuff.
I don't remember having to go. Well, when you go to Alcatraz, you're only there for a couple hours. You can't spend all day there. I don't think. I don't remember. Yeah, because there's numerous ferries that go back and forth throughout the day, and I think you have to. I only think you're allowed to spend like 2.5 hours there. You can't spend.
And there
all
are
day.
public bathrums on there.
Yeah, I assume there's
level and adjacent to the cell house, but that's it.
There we go.
But they're not the cells don't have great plumbing because that whole place is deteriorating.
Correct.
Oh,
It is literally crumbling. And I'm sorry I stepped on your joke, Joe, because I did not know that was a thing because I stick my head in the sand when it comes to modern politics. So I just go, nah.
Yeah, that's a fair response to that too. Trust me, it's better than what I do, where I'm high 24/7.
That's fair. Ken, you exclaimed. I want to. What happened?
They have an Alcatraz night tour.
They do. They do have an Alcatraz night tour.
That actually sounds cool.
I want to go to there. They
I'd be
also
down
have
for
a
that.
behind the scenes tour, which is $128 per person. But they show you the restricted area access and the underground tunnels.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't see when. Okay, we did not. We took part. We did it in the day. I knew they had a night tour. That would be sick.
The famous underground tunnels character action star Sean Connery took in the movie The Rock.
Yes, I hope so. if
Is there
they're
a
not
tunnel
as
that just
cool,
has
I'm just
fire and turning gears for some reason?
look. All right, let's not talk about the active machinery in the shutdown prison.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
worrying about that too. So good, it wasn't
Yeah.
just me. I was like, that
No.
doesn't seem accurate at all. But all right.
Michael Bay was asked about it during an interview, and he was like, "Oh no, that stuff wouldn't be going." But isn't it fun that they are?
It's a great answer.
And you know
Good
what?
answer.
That's a great damn answer. Yeah,
It's an
Michael
excellent
Bay,
answer.
it's fun.
Good for you, Michael Bay. You know what? When I was a younger lad, I would definitely I've said my not nice things about Michael Bay, the director. But you know what? As I've gotten older and craptitude has increased in our world, I just appreciate someone who wants to have a good time at the movies. I really do. Maybe I'm just getting softer and less critical in my older age, but
I mean,
yeah.
this is just a fun movie, but it feels realistic enough.
Well, I
Fine.
mean, it's plausible. That's all
That's
you
a good
need in
word.
a movie like this. It's plausible. All of this is plausible. Could there be Tide Pods full of air sucking goo and yeah, sure. And could you just steal 17 rockets from from a federal installation? Why not? Sure, you could.
I feel like right now with the way our current system is, it wouldn't be hard.
No, probably not. You just ask our current president, hey, can I borrow these? Oh, sure, if he likes you.
You just
And
tell him how
maybe-
great he is and wonderful is, and he'll open up the armory for you. Let you
It's
go.
not-
Maybe
Yeah,
hand him a
come
few
on in.
million. Here you go. Come on, right ahead.
It's not like our government took Comanche helicopter to go see Kid Rock to promote his new album. No, that never happened.
No, that didn't happen.
God, I gotta
boy.
stop watching the news.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
right. I gotta
talking
stop
about
watching the
this
news.
current administration because, like, I come here for escapism and fun, not
What's
to
wrong?
be depressed.
And so, as does Michael Bay, he's here for funzos and to blow things up on the streets of San Francisco and to blow things up. And boy, oh boy, are we all the better for it.
So I'll tell you what, I've got a pretty good tangent. We're all pretty familiar with Michael Bay movies, right? Pretty familiar?
I would
for the most
say.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching the Transformers movies and noticing this bastard always has 3 acts to his 2.5 hour fucking movies.
That's not
Most
He likes
movies have
himself
a
a-
3-act structure.
He likes himself a 3-act structure, yes. He does.
How many other Michael Bay movies have you done on the podcast, Mike? I know Armageddon
One.
and this.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You,
That's
We
it.
still haven't
you
done.
need to get around to Bad Boys. That's when that's where it gets good.
mhm.
I mean, better. I mean, this is good, but Bad Boys is great.
I've
I've
never seen
actually
Bad Boys.
never seen any of them.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, the Bad Boys movies are the second one, especially. There's a scene in the second one that's hilarious.
I am shocked that you didn't watch Bad Boys 2 after you covered Hot Fuzz
Yeah, that would have been
No interest.
a natural
because we covered Point Break, but not Bad
Yeah.
Boys 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and
I just have no interest in
What's your point, Ken?
Bad Boys. To be honest with you, I mean, yeah, it didn't win the vote. It didn't win the vote. This one. So-
For now, Patreon, Discord,
Mm-hmm.
demand
Look
it.
the Bad Boys. They're good. They're all good. Like none of them are bad. Some of them are kind of
I
but
mean-
none of them are bad.
After
all
watching
flat.
this, it did make me kind of want to watch another Michael Bay movie at some point. Because this was fun. Like, Armageddon did not do it for me, but this movie was fun.
What
Oh, yeah.
are some?
This is also
I know,
our
the
first
only-
Nicolas Cage live action film on the podcast.
Is it?
I was gonna
Is it?
say,
Yeah.
yep. I was
We
gonna say,
only-
speaking of things we haven't covered, Nicolas Cage is also one of those. We have
Not for
never
lack
really-
of Ken trying, but we haven't.
True.
Ken does
And I'm-
try.
Ken, you're beating his ass when you see him, right?
No.
I'm buying you that hammer to beat him for me.
No, I'm doing worse. I'm going to bring Left Behind with me.
I
Why?
don't know what that is.
The Nicolas Cage adaptation of the Christian book.
Oh,
Oh.
that movie's bad. I've seen all of the the left that I mean there are some times where it's like, okay, this is as a like Christian who's read the Bible and all that stuff. I'm like, there are some times that there is some stuff in here that like I do appreciate, but oh my god, it's bad.
I mean, if
Bill.
you want to record some random movies, me, you, and Tiff, I'm 100% up for it.
Bill, put that on the list.
I'm amazed. I see. I'm gonna take my crystal ball. I foresee a 2-hour commentary that's gonna be released on this show, on this podcast of this movie, of you guys just watching it in real time, so we can watch it with your commentary.
There you
That-
No?
Someone's wanted me to do that for years.
Yeah,
I'm saying-
Mike? Who's been pestering you about that, Mike?
I'm saying.
Can't guarantee
I'm
it's going to happen,
saying.
but
You got people over. Why not? That's what I say.
Anyway, back to The Rock.
Back to Nicolas Cage.
One of the rumors with this movie, or fan theories, is that Sean Connery is James Bond in this.
No.
I like that idea.
I don't.
I want to say that like maybe that was actually like kicked around before the movie came out of like that might actually be a storyline, and then they're like, no, I don't think there's any way in hell we can make it work.
They couldn't have made it work. Couldn't get the
Right.
rights.
Yeah, I've heard that for years.
I mean, he's former SAS. He doesn't have an identity in the system, but you know, John Mason's about the most ridiculously bland name you can get.
Yeah.
Who put that wig on him?
you know, every jewel has its cracks in it, I guess, and that wig is rough. Rough.
The hairstylist of like, oh, this is nasty. We have to get this off of you. I'm like, yeah, you know what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah.
Stop dissing on the hair. It's a grunge thing.
It's a grunge thing. That's a
That
very,
was
that's a
good.
very good line. It's a very good line.
And a line that probably doesn't make sense to a lot of people if you watch this for the first time now.
Yeah, like it's
that.
dated as hell. But
Oh yeah.
oh, it's fun.
Boy, oh boy.
That's fine. It
is
was 96.
Yeah.
Pre 9/11.
That too.
9/11.
And this is one of those movies where when we talked about Armageddon, we mentioned the craft of a Michael Bay movie. And this again has such good craft to it. Yet another example of a movie that's I don't know if it has I would say as good as Armageddon, if not probably a little better.
I honestly say a little better.
Yeah, probably a
this
little
movie's better than Armageddon.
Yes, I would say so.
Yes.
Although I'm very biased when it comes to Armageddon. It's been well documented on this show. I'm extremely biased.
Same.
But I will say this is again another great example of craft. There are some exceptionally good shots in here. There are some really good moments. Of course, the moment there's dozens and dozens of excellent moments in this movie that just really speak to how good Michael Bay is at making fun movies. And I apologize for all the mean things I've said in reviews and such. I wrote back when I was way more angsty than I am now.
So this is always been kind of my like view of Michael Bay, as I've seen a lot of his movies. Like, so Transformers, I'm going to exclude one movie, Pearl Harbor. That movie's garbage. Like TMNT, Transformers, like some of the more like fantastical with the the not grounded, like The Rock. Armageddon, I would consider it not to be grounded. 13 Hours, that's another great movie of his. It's very well crafted. But when they're like grounded movies, like without superheroes or giant robots, his craft is fantastic. When they have giant robots or superheroes, it's terrible.
I mean, this movie was just fantastic. Like, if somebody was to say this is an art piece, I would be okay with that this time. I wouldn't complain like last time.
Now, like, we should talk about how long this movie is. Like, Michael Bay makes long movies. This movie was 136 minutes long, so almost 220, 2 hours, 20 minutes. How long did it feel to you?
Like a 4-hour fucking movie.
Disagree.
I disagree as well.
So I didn't watch this correct, like in one sitting, because busy.
You never do.
But I watched an hour of it, then I went down to record a 20-minute interview, and then I went back and finished it all in that night. And it does not feel like it's 2.5 hours long. I was surprised, but this movie just flows seamlessly.
I would say that it does flow. It's at a really good clip, and there's a real good reason for that. The average length of shot in this film is less than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Like, this movie just moves fast. It creates energy. It creates tension. And that's what you want for a movie with a ticking clock like this. Like, it does not take its time. It's just all gas, no brakes. And I really appreciate that.
I would say like the only time I feel like there's any like none of it, I don't think it ever drags, but it's like right after the shower room shootout. Like there's a point there where I guess it slows down enough because they're dealing with that. And it's like, okay, I feel it just a smidge here, but it's never bad.
Yeah.
That shower scene has always stuck with me. I know as a kid, I did not like that scene when I first saw it.
It's tough.
It's
Shower
not a fun scene in this movie. It is definitely the toughest one.
That guy is a moron for sticking his head up there, and like I don't know what he was thinking, but
He was thinking I'm going to die. I didn't understand. Like, what do you think is going to happen here? They have the high ground. I know Revenge of the Sith didn't come out yet, but still, they have the high ground.
That standoff, though, that is, I think, one of the great standoffs in movie history.
Yeah.
The general looking down, the fodder team looking up and trying to say, hey, you're wrong for doing this. And it's like the first crack that you see in Hummel's offense. Like he doesn't want this to happen. He knows what's going to happen. It has to happen, but he doesn't want it.
Because he doesn't really want to kill Americans.
No, and he doesn't want to kill anybody. And what I think is underrated about this movie is how nuanced Hummel is as an antagonist. Because again, as we said earlier, he's doing the right thing in the wrong way. Obviously, right? He's going to an extreme. But even in the midst of him going to his extreme, he still has boundaries. And I think that's admirable as an antagonist, that antagonists have boundaries. I think that's a good look for the movie. And you're right. That scene is because it's all these people who don't want to engage in the thing they're about to engage in. It really does amplify the tension, and the tension ratchets really well. So when you get to the firefight, it's not fun. It's not fun. It's a shooting gallery because the guys at the bottom have no chance. The guys at the top really don't want to do this. The general is screaming to cease fire. It's a big mess. And it's a real interesting counterpoint to how dialed in those people seem to be when they first go in there. They're all dialed in, but when they actually get down to it and see some resistance, they falter a bit.
Certain ones. A few feel like they enjoy they want to kill people, and they want which I feel like there's bad eggs and everything, so that kind of.
Well, no, the way I see it is, which it isn't even going to that to where they could be evil. They mentioned it in that scene too. There's no going back from here. There is no we surrender. There is no when we get out of this, they're gonna just let us go on our way. If they don't get this money and leave, they're going to jail no matter what.
Yeah,
that was their choice.
And I understand that point too. So it's kind of a thing of we kind of don't have a choice to not also do this.
Well, it's I think it was Tony. I think it was Tony Todd. Tony Todd's character was like, "We're not here. Like, my guys are not here for anything but money. We don't give a flying crap about your mission. We just want our $1 million."
Right.
And that's where, I think part of his plan went wrong is he hired mercenaries who didn't have any stake in the game outside of money, where his men were in there for that cause, and that's where it went wrong-ish.
Captain Darrow, who is, I think that's Tony Todd's character, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So, yeah.
At one point, he says, the minute we took hostages, we became mercenaries, and mercenaries get paid. And that's a really good point. The second you take hostages, y'all have said, there's no going back. There's nothing at the end of this. So you can't hold on to that honor anymore because you're not that person. The minute you took action on American soil, you're done. You don't exist in the eyes of, honor anymore. You lost it all. And they're committed. Darrow and Fry, I think the guy that Captain Fry
eats the green.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're committed. They know that there's no going back. They're like, all right, you know what? We can't be those people anymore. This is our new reality, and we have to see it through. There's no more honor. The second they took hostages, the second they took the promise of money, honor went out the window. But Hummel's still trying to hold on to his honor. And, God bless him. He's trying, but it's not there anymore.
And one of the scenes where I think it might be kind of the first scene of like, oh, this guy's he's different, is when he tells the kids, you need to tell your teacher you need to get on the boat and leave.
Yeah.
And because he didn't want kids there. As dark as it is to say, adults are one thing, kids are another.
Right.
That was a good scene. And it's a very good to show that he's not evil, exactly. Because he doesn't actually want to kill, hundreds of thousands of people like the other guys are like, well, I mean, also, if you launch the bomb, it doesn't mean they're going to give you what you want. You're less likely to get what you want at that point. You're more likely to get blown up at that point, I feel like.
So can I tell you a really weird thing I didn't know about this movie and I didn't see coming?
Sure, please.
So I'm used to Nicolas Cage being pretty zany in his movies.
Yep.
So seeing him be as a genuine Boy Scout kind of freaked me out.
He's so much fun in this.
He is. And he kind of toes the line between comic and he never feels like he belongs there. which is good because he doesn't belong there. He doesn't belong invading Alcatraz with Sean Connery. Like, he doesn't really belong there. And he's a great audience surrogate because we get to kind of take the ride with him to a certain extent. It's really good. I like his portrayal in this a lot. He's a lot of fun.
Someone pointed out a long time ago, well, after it came out, that it was a thing that might have happened, was Stanley Goodspeed is what his Clark Kent would have been if he'd have been Superman.
Yeah,
that would have been all right. I would have watched that movie.
I would have watched that.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I like about the character is you kind of see in real time, he's this like goody two shoes FBI agent that always tries to do the right thing. And there's points where a movie where he's like, oh, the government really is fucking these guys over, and the government's also equally fucking Sean Connery over, because he does see him rip apart that like deal that they were supposed to make.
One of my favorite parts of this movie is the relationship between Connery and Cage in this. I love the way that this mutual respect starts to kind of grow naturally through things happening and many, many, many vehicles exploded on the streets. How fun is that scene when Nick Cage is chasing Sean Connery in the Hummer, and they're just smashing into things with reckless abandon. So much fun. Derailing a trolley.
Car chase scene in San Francisco.
What's
the first one is Bullet, starring Steve McQueen.
Yeah, I was like, Bullet.
I have never seen that. I know of it. Never seen it.
I've seen the car chase numerous times. I've never seen the movie.
It's a hell of a car chase.
The one scene when he hits that. It was like that one vehicle at the corner of the street when he hits it. You can clearly see the Hummer's like across the street, turn sideways. And the next shot, it's going straight again. I was like, okay, I'm fine with that. That's like
excellent.
Who cares?
Super here for all of it. Absolutely. Also, when we're talking about actors, this is a great cast. Again, this is a cast of like mid-90s legends. What a cast.
Act.
May I please give a quick shout out to Tuco being in the crew. I'm like, is that Tuco from Breaking Bad? And sure enough, Tuco is in here as one of the minions, one of the soldier minions.
Yep.
Uncredited. Good old Raymond Cruz is in The Rock. I was very happy to see him. But boy, oh boy, this is a stacked cast. Just banger.
The guy from Scrubs.
Yep.
That's playing a serious role for a change, or not?
I love that.
He did play a serious role, I think.
This is the second serious role he's played that we've covered.
What was the first?
California, the SWAT team leader in 7.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay.
And if you ever cover Platoon, he's serious in that role as well.
Oh, Platoon.
Platoon.
I've seen that movie.
It's a good movie. There's also a very visible homage to Platoon in Stanley Goodspeed's "I Have the Flares" moment.
Yes, there is.
When he reenacts the "With Arms Wide Open" video by Creed.
Yeah.
So you gotta like, I'm a Call of Duty fan, so you got to think of how much this movie inspired a bunch of Call of Duty stuff, because you've got the shower scene in the Gulag in Modern Warfare 2.
Yep.
You've got the green flares at the White House in Modern Warfare 2. You're like, half of Modern Warfare has been inspired by The Rock.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't play those games. I'm not good at those games, but I don't know. This made me kind of want to try a Call of Duty game. Not gonna lie.
Like the Modern Warfares are all good. Like there's quite a few good Call of Duties that have. I know nothing about the multiplayer because I do not give a rat's rear end about the multiplayer, but I play for the campaign, and there's some good ones.
So what you do, Ken, is you go to Google and you type in which Call of Duties have the best story, and you just go from there, because there are some that get pretty fucking good and get pretty fucking cool.
I can give you
there's some solid ones.
Give you a list.
Yeah, Mike's covered them on the podcast too.
Just the Modern Warfare ones, and then we did Advanced Warfare.
The Advanced Warfare one's pretty cool. Too bad Kevin Spacey like stains that game forever.
People crap on Infinite Warfare, and I would say it's up there as like maybe one of the best campaigns. Like most people do not like Vanguard. I would say Vanguard was one of the better campaigns they've had in like the last 10 years. I just played that last year, and Vanguard is stellar.
One I never got into.
Vanguard feels like something that they could have set up for an ongoing, like kind of a Wolfenstein-ish Call of Duty series. I would have been totally down for it.
Maybe I should check it out someday. Because I don't play them much because
the characters in that game are good, and that's when you know you've got a good college. Like I love every character in Vanguard.
Maybe someday I'll play it.
So who else do we got in here of note? Well, obviously we have Ed Harris as General Hummel.
He's really good.
He's great in everything he does. Especially a little movie called Creepshow. I had to do it. But like, he's good. David Morse, the guy who plays his second in command. I love David Morse. David Morse is so good in everything. If you haven't seen The Green Mile, go watch it. He's so good in it.
Never seen that either.
That's a good one.
Great.
William Forsythe as Paxton.
Yep.
We love William Forsythe. We've covered a movie of his too. He played Flat Top in Dick Tracy.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You got Michael Biehn as his normal, cannon fodder red shirt.
Yep. Yep. Good old Kyle Reese himself.
Yep.
Oh, that was the guy in the shower. Okay.
He was the leader of the SEAL team.
Navy SEALs that all get massacred.
Yep.
Obviously, we already talked about Dr. Cox showing up as Hendrix. Tony Todd as Captain Darrow. Very good. Bokeem Woodbine is in this movie.
Yep.
And he is just great. He would go on to be the MCU Shocker in the Spider-Man movies.
Oh, yeah. But he doesn't get the suit.
Also,
I'm upset about that.
correct me if I'm wrong. You may have a thing up or something. I think he also played Blade in the Spike TV Blade series.
That was Sticky Fingers, the rapper from Onyx.
Okay, I think he was in that show. Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
He may
of.
well have been.
That show was like way better than it had any right to be.
It really was. He was also in a great horror movie called Overlord, which, if you haven't seen it, is wild.
Is that the World War II one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's fantastic.
The World War II horror movie. Oh, it's so much fun.
You got my attention.
Okay. Just think of it this way: it is the closest thing we'll probably ever get to a live-action Wolfenstein.
You have my you had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
It's a fantastic movie.
I heard recently it was supposed to be another Cloverfield spinoff, but they canceled it last minute.
Yeah, it's probably better for that.
Okay.
I can confirm he was indeed in Blade the series, so you are confirmed.
Okay.
You're
Fantastic.
confirmed, John. And I was watching it. I'm like, where have I seen him before? Because he looked very familiar. He's done a lot of work. I remember him from Sopranos. He was in one episode of The Sopranos as Massive Genius, a hip hop person who tries to blackmail the Soprano family. So, yeah, he played Massive Genius. I'm like, I was bothering me, so I was just now going through his filmography, and there he is. Like, that's where I remember him from. Got it. Now
I'm assuming that doesn't end well for him in that show.
It actually works out okay. It actually works out all right. He's got a good point. He is actually an interesting character. I think he had like a grandmother or something or a grandfather who was part of Hesh, who is the Jewish mobster of the family. He's a big record exec, and he wants reparations for all the money that he stole from black artists in the 50s. And he has a decent point, and it's actually a pretty neat little storyline for the show. He's good in it too.
Never watched Sopranos. I should remedy that someday.
I grew up in the Sopranos neighborhoods where it was all shot and everything, so I have a very close relationship to the Sopranos.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep,
you are from Jersey.
It was all shot in Essex County, New Jersey. I could give you a tour if you wanted of all the places.
How like Sopranos versus like Goodfellas? Because I love Goodfellas. That's like my mob movie. Is it like close to Goodfellas kind of ish or?
It is. I would say it is because it focuses a lot on the character of Tony Soprano and the family, much like Goodfellas does as well. Okay. It's more of a focus on the family and of course the mob stuff, but it's all small time mob stuff. It's interesting. It's wonderful.
Based on a real person to a degree.
Yeah, to a degree.
Who started his own hockey team.
Indeed. But anyway, back to The Rock.
The actor who played Tony Soprano. I know. And he said to the real Tony Soprano when he signed a thing for him. So yeah, they knew. I forget the guy's name though, but that's me. I don't remember.
So the interesting thing that people have another fun fan theory that has never been confirmed, but it's also never been denied. Stanley Anderson plays the president in this movie. Stanley Anderson also played the president in Armageddon.
Yes.
So do both of these movies take place in the same universe? I like to think yes.
I'll say sure. I think it's a really rough presidency for. He had to deliver 2 speeches. Now, I was going to ask this question of the president's speeches that we've covered on this show. Where do you think this one ranks? I think it's a pretty solid president's speech.
I would agree. I think this is a good president's speech.
I mean,
I was just going to say I could get behind this leader.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think it's as good as the one in Armageddon. And of course, nothing touches one of the greatest president's speeches, which is Independence Day.
Yep.
Nothing touches that. That's unassailable. But this is a good one. I don't think it's quite as good as the one as in Armageddon, but it's
that
still
was
pretty
the
solid.
end of the world in Armageddon. This one is the end of a city.
Well, fair.
Where
mean-
does what was that movie? The other asteroid movie that I can never remember the freaking name of.
For Deep Impact.
Oh,
Deep
yeah,
Impact, yeah, that's got a really good president speech in it too.
I haven't
It
seen
does.
Deep Impact in so long. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't remember. It's been so long since I've seen Deep Impact.
Never
Dang.
seen that movie.
That's why can I
It's fun.
never think of his the famous black actor that everybody loves his voice. I can never think of his name.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't like disaster movies, so I think that's one reason I didn't like Armageddon as much, because this was popcorn and I loved it.
Deep Impact is like way more serious than Armageddon.
Yeah,
Like,
that might bother
way
me.
more serious.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll watch it at some point.
who knows?
If
We'll do
Armageddon-
I was just gonna say we can do Disaster December or something. We can just make a
I have to
make a
pick-
themed month out of it.
I don't want
Go
to do
for it,
disaster movies.
Go for it, Ken.
Well, now I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
So another thing I do want to bring up is, like, I know we brought a little bit of the fan theory with Bond. I just like that idea because it is Sean Connery, but this is a really good Sean Connery role. Like, everything in this movie is so good with him. I like the whole story with the FBI, who's just a fucking crook, essentially, because he was.
Womack.
Well, he stole our
Womack.
secrets. We can't let him out. Like,
It do be like that, though.
It
It
do
does
be like
be
that,
like that.
though.
I know.
That's
I was
accurate.
thinking of real life stuff. Like, yeah, I could see that.
I love me some Mason. He's great, and I love how much he loathes Womack. And it's
It's so well done.
what a great moment when he pitches him over the edge of the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was the
so
one
good.
part that really got me, where I'm like, okay, why is that rope there? Why did that rope? Is that rope even strong enough to hold a man? Like, yeah, that's.
Oh, who
you know.
cares? I mean,
know.
I know you know. I'm just saying. I
And then
what a
the
delightful moment.
the hairstylist is in the elevators. He's just like, I did not see you throw that man off the roof. I just want to know, did you like your haircut? I was like, that is the best.
Really
Air.
Good line.
There's so many good lines in this movie. Like, this movie was written really well. Quentin Tarantino did an uncredited pass on Punch Up for this one.
As did Aaron
I would-
Sorkin.
Yeah.
I would love to know who came up with, like, I think my favorite line in the entire movie is like, okay, you've been around a lot of dead bodies. Is that normal? What, the foot thing?
The foot thing.
Yeah, the foot thing. Yeah, that happens. I'm like, that, like, well, can you do something about it? What, you want me to kill him again? I'm like, whoever wrote that line is, like, the MVP of the movie. That line's great.
Yeah.
That
Agreed.
was. I wanted to Google that to see if that's a real thing, but I'm like, maybe I shouldn't.
What was it?
Oh, yeah, I think it is.
I'm assuming it is, but I didn't want to Google it.
What is it?
Yeah.
If your legs still twitch when you die.
Yeah, your body still moves after you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought of you, John, when he gets killed by an air conditioner. Thought
Oh.
of you because you work in HVAC. So I was like, eh.
I was raising a furnace in a basement today, so it was not a fun place to be. But
I mean, at least you weren't underneath it like that guy was. So hey, you had that going for you.
well, it was a basement that had been flooded by a sewer, so the water was gone, but we had to raise the furnace to get it out of any future water. So
But the smell
we were
was
like
not.
trying not to touch anything.
You know, it's even funnier because we're talking about that part too. So I was watching the movie with my friends. We all haven't seen it before. And it wasn't even the whole thing about like, oh, why is there a whole working facility? Is there like a whole mining thing underneath fucking Alcatraz too? Or is that just also bullshit?
Nobody knows.
what-
Bill didn't pay the extra money for the tunnels.
I did. Yeah, sorry. I didn't even know there was a tunnel tour. That one's so cool.
Like, what is all that shit? Like, what, they make them mine for gold while they were working there or what?
Yes, is how they transported stuff throughout the island, because it was a base at one time. So I mean, that could have been used and it's a Civil War base, so it could have been used to transfer like cannonballs and stuff like that.
Yeah, like there's any number of things that they could have used that for, I'm sure. I'm just gonna say, sure, why not? It's probably real. Let's just, who cares? It's real.
Plausible. It's plausible.
Yeah, I mean, it feels plausible, and like Alcatraz was a not a good prison, so and also
Yeah.
feels plausible. But nothing
I would love-
nothing feels that unbelievable in this movie. Actually, like everything feels pretty good and just fun, and like so I got to give it that for sure.
Yeah, it's
The,
remarkably well paced for sure.
Yeah. There is a couple of scenes of some really hokey wire work when he throws that dude out of the guard tower, and the guy like does not fall straight down. he like goes like parallel to the ground. I'm like, yeah, he was on some wires.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. I think that kind of adds to the charm, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
At least they were practical effects, so I don't mind.
And
Amen.
there is something, and I've never like all my times watching this movie. Maybe it's because I'm like actually watching for things this time. Like the what do you call it? The duality of like, okay, we started with him going to the cemetery to see his wife. Then the military break. It's all been so serious, and then snap to Nicolas Cage playing with a Nerf gun. I'm like, that's a little bit shocking right there when you come out all this seriousness. I was like, what would, and since we have somebody who watched it for the first time, like, did that like jar you of like, it's so serious and then Nicolas Cage with a dart gun?
Yes. A lot of times, because I always expect Nicolas Cage to be goofy, and then he isn't, or he's a completely different character than I'm used to him being, and it throws me off every time. My prime example for this movie, we can all agree, Goodman's girlfriend's too hot for him, right?
Look,
Who
there
she?
is.
The actress. I know, like I've seen her and stuff before, and it's bugging me.
Oh, what's her name? Vanessa Marcil.
Okay, what have I?
But you're right. You are right. She is hot.
Oh
she's,
yeah,
she's hot. I wouldn't say she's too hot.
No, I wouldn't.
She's too hot for him.
I mean, she was the prom queen, so I don't know.
He's funny.
I guess.
Never underestimate the ability of somebody who's funny to completely outkick their coverage.
He's also probably rich or gets paid well because he does work for a specific department for the FBI, which does make good money.
And he can drop $600 on a Beatles LP because he's a Beatlemaniac.
That's called character building, I think.
I like that scene, actually.
I honestly expected it to be the Butcher cover, but whatever.
Or the White Album.
Yeah.
But whatever. Let him spend his money on what he wants.
Hey, I'm into it. He's allowed.
That was just cool.
And this was Vanessa Marcil's first movie.
Oh, what else has she been in?
A couple music videos, it looks like, for Prince.
she was in General Hospital. It's when I saw him like Without a Trace, a couple episodes and stuff like that. I've stuff like no big roles that I would know her from, but I've probably seen her. And she was in Las Vegas, the show, for a while. I used to watch that.
Yeah, 106 episodes. That is a while.
Maybe that's where I know her from.
I liked her in this. I remembered as a kid liking this movie partly because she was in it too. I do remember that. I found her hot, so I was like, "Oh, okay." I watched this movie so many times. I'm pretty sure this movie was on a lot when I was a kid. I didn't remember any lines, but I remembered a decent amount of this movie. So
I also doubly appreciate Nicolas Cage's character. They did that whole fucking. How much damage would y'all say that does to the city of San Francisco?
Oh,
at least $1,000.
Car chase?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Did you say at least $1,000?
I did. No,
it's not wrong.
Yes, it was at least $1,000.
At least the G note was spent on. Sorry. I'm in a jokey mood today. I'm sorry.
It's great.
With the dude who's clearly high off his balls is like, dude, you just fucked up your Ferrari, and he's just like, it wasn't my Ferrari. And he like
my Ferrari.
Takes out
This movie led me to just really loving Nicolas Cage when I was younger too, because I actually tracked down a lot of his films when I was younger. Really enjoyed his movies.
Oh, Nicolas, like he's great.
This reminded me how much I liked him as an actor.
Sorry, his two standing movies for me that I'll always remember him in are obviously the main ones, which is Face Off and also Con Air, the two best Nicolas Cage movies of all time.
It's probably The Rock, National Treasure, and maybe Pig for me. Because if you've never seen Pig, I highly recommend Pig.
I need to see Pig.
Good.
Pig is
never
fantastic.
Seen it.
Oh, Pig's fantastic, and it might be his most serious role I think I've ever seen him in.
All right, I will pitch you Pig, Bill, in 3 words: John Wick, but with Pig and Nicolas Cage.
That's
and no
like
guns.
7 words, but
Look, you got me.
Three concepts: Nicolas Cage as John Wick with a pig.
Pretty dope. I'm into that. I have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for Gone in 60 Seconds. I love that movie.
I need to rewatch that for the show.
Movie.
It's great.
I don't know why we haven't done it yet. Well, I mean, yeah, I know why we haven't. I don't get it.
Who's in charge of putting things?
I
on this
know that
podcast?
guy doesn't make good decisions sometimes. Those weird shit, like fucking
What-
horror
what-
movies that he doesn't want to watch. What can I say?
We've got a couple of weeks left before Spider-Man Noir, and I can't wait to
Mhm.
see him in that.
Oh
Mhm.
man, I'm so excited for Spider-Man Noir.
Pretty good.
Honestly, I don't think Nicolas Cage has done a bad performance.
No,
Has he done weird performances? Yes.
I would. Okay, I was going to say Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, but I don't think it was his fault. That movie's just garbage.
Yeah.
This movie's awful from
Anyway.
what I remember of it.
I love that movie.
I'm a
Do you really?
It's a fun movie, but it's a bad fun.
Saw it in theaters and I hated it, but I've only ever seen it
Same.
the one time, so I can't really talk.
The
All right,
only
for everybody listening, if you want good, serious Nicolas Cage movies that show his range, go seek out Leaving Las Vegas, the movie he won an Oscar for.
Yep.
Sick.
Yes,
So good.
Oscar winner Nick Cage.
Mm-hmm.
I know that.
And go watch Martin Scorsese's Bringing Out the Dead.
that's a good
I
one.
never
good.
even heard of that movie.
Yep. He's very good in it.
Was the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent? Is that the one? His like where he plays himself?
Yes.
That's
Yes, I haven't
that's a
seen
good
that.
one.
I haven't seen
That's
that
a
one either.
blast. That's a blast.
A lot of movies.
I unabashedly love Nicolas Cage. He was great in Raising Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Adaptation, he's very good in, obviously.
Oh, he's great in adaptation.
Yep.
Like there's so many good movies, and he never does the same role twice.
unless you count the Croods movies, which I do not.
But like,
I don't like those movies. I'm sorry.
unless he's playing
I've
the
never seen
same character, he doesn't play the same role twice. Like he never plays roles
Oh, yeah.
the same way.
I got
Have
you.
any
I
of
see what you're
you-
saying. Yes, correct. I
Have
don't like. Sorry.
shoot, what is the name of that movie? Hang on just a second. Let me find it. There's a Nicolas Cage movie that if you've never seen it, you got to watch it. It's fantastic.
Is it Willy's
Oh.
Wonderland?
That's another good one. What is the name of this movie? Oh,
The only other
So-
movie we've done of his on the podcast was Spider-Verse. He's in that one, which we did a long ass time ago.
Ooh.
So-
Which kind of I'm surprised it really hasn't, like, this was the first one of live action that we've done of his. Does surprise me.
no, it's
And maybe you want to
it's-
watch more Michael Bay, which I don't.
I
like that
cannot
idea.
think of the name of the movie, but I'll like pitch it. It's based on a true story of a guy who had a vision from God that he needed to go kill Osama bin Laden, and he spent like years trying to get over to the Middle East to kill Osama bin Laden. And Nicolas Cage plays this guy, and he is hilarious. It's ridiculous, and like you
Wow.
see him like he tries to at one point like paraglide into the Middle East from another country, and just all this crazy stuff. And I cannot remember the name of the movie.
That sounds fucking hilarious, actually.
It's great, and it's the
It's weird.
thing is it's based on a true story.
It's weird too.
I will find it and post it to the group if I can't.
Look, if we're gonna glaze Nicolas Cage, I'm gonna take a moment to continue. Obviously, watch Long Legs.
Mhm.
I've never seen Long Legs. I need to watch.
I love
that.
Long Legs. If you liked Alan
Right.
Wake 2, you'll love Long Legs.
That's
Oh,
what
no.
I've heard.
Now you're getting my attention.
That was
You
the
should
thing that
watch The
sold me on
Retirement
it.
Plan.
Retirement Plan's good. I've seen that.
Retirement Plan is
Um,
fun. Nicolas Cage and Rob Perlman in the same movie is always a blast.
Oh, fuck.
Ri-
Now you definitely had me on that one.
Matchstick
When-
Men, I remember liking.
Matchstick Man was
Renfield's
good.
not great, but Nicolas
It
Cage's
was
Dracula's hilarious.
Fun. It was. I thought it was fun.
It's fun.
the-
It's him as his Dracula's great.
The Carpenter's Son, where Nicolas Cage essentially plays Joseph of Arimathea. Check that out. It's
Is that
a
out
decent
yet?
horror movie. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
out
it's
yet?
out.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, obviously, Color Out of Space. The director that did it is shitty, but it's one of the best H.P. Lovecraft adaptations. Mandy is amazing,
Still haven't seen Mandy.
I own both of those. I have not seen them.
exceptional. I talk a lot of shit, but I actually like his Left Behind movies more than I like the Kirk Cameron ones. I am a huge fan of the books. I've read the entire 12-book series like 5 times. He's done so many good things. Season of the Witch was great. Obviously, Kick-Ass. Bad Lieutenant Port of Call, New Orleans. Just that's a movie.
God, is it bad to say Nicolas Cage is one of my favorite Batmans? Does that count?
When
No,
was he? You talking about Kick-Ass?
I'm talking about Kick-Ass. I love
That's
him in
not
that
Batman.
movie. It's
I know.
his concept of Batman, and I love it so fucking much.
no. And-
Next was good. That was a weird.
I remember
movie,
liking
but-
that movie too.
The Knowing. I don't like that movie because it's like he's a little too serious in it, but it's not terrible.
I remember not liking it when I saw it the
Yeah,
one time.
it's not great. It could have been way better.
And if I have my way, one of my favorite Nicolas Cage movies we're going to cover on this podcast, and I'm going to make Mike watch it, 8mm.
You've been trying for that one for a long time.
Long time.
Years. Even.
Long time. And let me tell you, it is one of the darkest movies you will fucking see. And it was so much darker before it got made. It's a hell of a movie.
I have a funny thing. I'll be on that one, and boy, not looking forward to watching that one.
Oh
boy, it's good.
I mean,
it's great.
Been on polls and it never wins. So
yep. Well, I just might have to try to pull executive privilege on this one.
Ooh, wow!
I mean, you do get to. I will try to do what you want to work on.
Yeah, like I don't like to flex much, but since y'all aren't picking it, it's time for Papa to tell you what's up.
My favorite dark, depressing movies. I love that.
And not for nothing,
no less.
Speaking, since we're completely off the rails now and talking about more programming for the show, I almost want to state this here. How come like everybody has gotten their own Patreon poll except me? I'm just saying. I've been on this program a bunch. I've never had my own Patreon poll. Bill chooses.
I should do that. I've been thinking about that, Ashley. I thought about it today before I wrote up my ideas in my head.
Joe has one and Ken's had one.
Oh, my second one.
Yeah, Ken's
Man, just saying. I could come up with 4 movies that people don't want to see.
It's that man of poll, Michaelton.
You know what? I'm going to demand it.
Thank you.
Patreon poll justice for Bill.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, poll justice for Bill.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I found the movie I was talking about. I posted it to the
Army
Discord.
of One.
Okay. Yeah, great. That's what I was waiting for. I was kind of stalling for that. Yeah, I remember hearing about this one. I never did get a chance to see it though.
It's. I mean, it's not a great movie, but his performance is fantastic.
Yeah, he just makes movies good. Like when I'm rewatching this and seeing the way that he plays in this was like, man, I miss this Nick Cage. Like during the time for me when I was just in love with these type of movies.
And this is probably the most highly decorated action movie you're ever going to find.
Yeah.
Your two protagonists are Oscar winners. Both Cage and Connery won an Oscar.
Oh.
Cage for Leaving Las Vegas. Sean Connery for The Untouchables.
I guess.
He's in that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
What's his name? The main character.
Malone. Second main character.
Yeah.
I forgot he's in that movie.
I've never seen The Untouchables. I own it. I bought it when it came out on Steelbook a couple years ago.
Fun movie.
I haven't watched it.
I get to watch it soon because that's going to be hopefully already has released if that's the movie we do for Patreon this month.
Ooh, cool.
So you should have already heard it, hopefully, if I do it. If timing allows. And Ken's okay with all the recordings.
Do it.
I did not know he's in that movie. I've only seen Untouchables once. But so another thing I kind of want to bring up is just like the way this movie ends too, I think is really good. Because of course Womack, the asshole he is, he's like, is Mason, what happened to Mason? Then he, because he wants to throw him right back in jail.
Yep.
And I like how he's like, he got vaporized, which the other guy knows he's lying, which I thought was great too. You can tell he knows 100% it was a bullshit.
As usual, someone has lied to me about an important plot point to a movie. Someone out there knows what the last movie was. I think it was maybe Black Swan that we covered. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, it's Black Swan. Someone told me Nicolas Cage shoves that thing up the guy's ass and then kicks him off the fucking top of the jail.
Who are these people that lie to you about movies?
People in high school.
Okay. That makes sense.
15 years ago.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, he shoves it in his mouth and then punches him in the mouth.
Close enough. That would have been funnier, though.
Then also, he would have taken off his pants. It wouldn't have fit the movie. The mouth makes sense. That's a good scene, though. Like, oh, man, that would suck. Also, we haven't talked about, somehow we skipped, like that opening scene when you first see how bad the gas can be when they're in that chamber.
Oh.
That was really good, too.
It's great.
Uh-huh.
And, like, they had so much precision when they were moving those out. But they had to have one guy fuck it up so we can see how bad this stuff really is. And you know what? Bless them. That's exactly what we needed.
Yep. It's great visual storytelling. It's exactly how you have to do that. It's fantastic.
So it's a nerve gas that also melts your skin off?
Yeah.
It is like, I don't know if it's like that, like what is portrayed in the movie, but like VX gas is real. Like it is a real thing.
Oh.
We have a lot of awful things in this world, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
Now.
There's a lot of awful weapons out there. Thankfully, they just don't use them. Well, there's also nukes, which are awful in itself. So, yeah, there's lots of awful stuff.
All right. Well, let's look up a nerve agent from my phone and get on another list.
Yet another.
I feel
No
like
more
I should
lists.
have my own segment on this show called Ken Gets Himself on a List. And
I
it's
look up
like,
enough
I'm
like
looking
stuff on
up for this.
like assassin attempts from the olden days, and I'm a gun guy, so I'll look up gun stuff all the time. Like I'm on like 5 lists by now. I just roll with it.
Entirely fair.
What did you find, Ken?
Oh, I'm finding all sorts of interesting stuff about VX gas. But yeah, it's absolutely real.
Mhm.
Was developed as a chemical warfare. It did spring from earlier discoveries of organophosphate toxicity and pesticide research. Interestingly enough, in its pure form, it is a relatively non-volatile liquid that is amber-like in color. So more of like a gold color instead of the green, but the green looks so damn good.
The green was a good pitch.
Like that's, I don't know why, I can't say, but it tastes evil, if that makes sense.
Green goop
Yeah.
just looked evil. Ask Prince of Darkness. Wasn't it green goop in that movie too?
Yes, it was.
And Reanimator had green goop too. There's just
Yes,
something
it
about green
did.
goop.
You
I'm
bet
pretty
it
sure Green
did.
Goop has been in every season of Power Rangers, so at some point,
Love it.
Probably.
Ivan Ooze should have been green. There, I said it.
Yeah, they needed purple. We didn't have the color purple in that somewhere in that range. So
I like purple.
I do too. We don't get a purple
Mhm.
ranger till many, many, many years later. So
All right, so Nicolas Cage was not lying. VX gas actually does result in paralysis of the diaphragm muscle that can cause death by asphyxiation. Ooh, oh shit, this is some bad stuff, guys. It doesn't
Okay,
look like it makes your skin boil.
I wasn't sure how exaggerated maybe the movie made it, but I was kind of figured it was fairly close.
It's fairly close. It looks like the skin thing is an effect of the movie, but that's because you can't really show a paralytic like that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not as
yeah.
cinematic as skin bubbling.
yeah, that skin bubbling is. Ugh.
That was a good effect too. I was like, I would like to know how they pulled that one off.
Oh, such a good effect. Thank God for physical.
And another movie we've covered recently with skin bubbling. We had a lot of that in Darkman. So
Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did. We also had some of that in Prince of Darkness too. Damn, something about green
Oh.
liquids, man.
Also, this is the second movie we have or that I've been a part of that was set on Alcatraz.
What's the first?
Resident Evil Death Island.
Oh yeah, forgot about that movie. Forgot I covered that movie too.
What, like last
year.
September?
Yeah, it was a decent movie actually.
It's a good one. Like just kind of think of The Rock, but zombies. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, pretty close. And then giant monsters. Yeah.
Fascinating.
I do like how his partner fucks up in that one scene when he has the baby dolls. Like maybe something has been labeled as a bomb or something. Maybe you shouldn't mess with things inside the box.
Mhm.
Yeah, but some
I
people
swear
are just...
I know that actor from somewhere, and I looked his stuff up.
Oh.
I'm like, I cannot figure out who the heck, where I know him from. It's bugging
High
me.
Fidelity.
High Fidelity.
I need to see that
The-
movie again.
The record store
Yeah.
movie with John Cusack. He plays one of the record store employees, Dick, the really quiet one.
I may need to look him up on not IMDb.
Wikipedia is usually pretty good. That's what I use.
Yeah, I found that.
Whoa.
You still looking up the gas and what it can do?
Yeah,
to you?
I really need to stop looking at this because this is just upsetting me.
That's what I do. Like I start looking at stuff, and I can't stop until I know everything about it and how it can kill me.
Apparently, we don't have any more as a country.
No.
Are we sure? Things have changed in the last 2 years with the shit we do. So hey,
July 7th, 2023, Biden issued a press statement that it was the destruction of the final United States chemical weapons, and all have been eliminated.
I think that's when I looked up the stuff about it. Now that you say that, because I knew it from The Rock.
I bet somebody was upset a year later when he's like Biden. So hey.
Anyway, VX Nerve Agent is completely terrifying, very real, and God help us all.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
It was real. I was pretty sure it was a real thing. I never looked it up though, but I was pretty sure it was real.
It's been like this is not the only like media property that has brought it up. I can't think of the other one where I heard about it. Might have been like Arrow or something. Now that I think about it,
I knew of it, and I mean because of this movie, obviously. But like, I feel like I was aware it was a real thing. I must have been nosy at one point when I was younger. I tend not to Google that stuff anymore, because I just
Mm-mm.
But
Doesn't
thank
do
you for
anybody
answering
any
my
good.
questions, though. I was curious, Ken. I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to look it up myself, but thank you.
It's fine. I am here to put myself on lists so that you don't have to.
Hey, as long as you don't put seashells on the beach, you're okay. That's the real crime right there. So that's what our good old FBI is busy searching for. So as long as you don't do that, that's okay. You can look up nerve gas. That's fine. Just as long as there's no 47 in there, you're good to go. That's all I care about. So
back to the movie real quick. Like the scene when like after the him defusing the bomb, like he's sitting at home in his underwear playing his guitar, and the girlfriend comes in. He's like, I don't know how anybody could have a child in this kind of world. And she like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, well, a lot's changed since I've said that. And she said it in the last 7 seconds. I was like,
I love that.
Great written scene.
I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, he's not wrong. Like, if you get that news for the first time, a lot just changed in your life. So
yeah,
I've been there. I get it. So yeah, but it is a funny ass line though. In the 7 seconds. I also
got a lot of joy to it.
It does,
and
it doesn't. This movie never feels that depressing either. Even like, I mean, the only real depressing scene is the shower scene when they all get murdered, and even then they find a way to make it like not. This movie doesn't make you feel depressed or sad.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Who has the best death in the movie? Like, is it? It's got to be. Was it Tony Todd, the Rocket Man?
Oh yeah, that was supposed to be my intro.
Yeah, I think it was Rocket Man. I think that's the best death in the entire movie. Except maybe for the VX gas in the mouth. That was pretty good. But
that guy deserved it. That guy was an asshole.
Oh yeah,
he had a bad death too. So fuck him.
Yeah, that dude. He needed to go.
Gotta go.
Hey, he wanted to launch the missile, that he got to launch it in his mouth. You know, hey. And Tony Todd's character wanted to launch the missile, and he got to fly with it. So he didn't seem too happy about it.
I don't know. The guy who chomped down on the ecto cooler was pretty rough too. I mean, that's a rough way to go.
Yeah, because you don't, from the sound of it, you don't die right away from that gas either, right, Ken? From your research.
Well, you know, the real stuff, you don't die right away, but the movie stuff, it wasn't fast, but it definitely, it wasn't instant.
No, and it like when I go, I want it to be, if I can, I want it to be instant.
Oh yeah,
that's always been my whole thing. Is whenever that time comes, let's I'm not going to die in my sleep. Let's make it instant. Like I don't want to be aware. Just bye. I had thought about that. Hey, I don't want to be put in the oven like Eli Roth in that Thanksgiving movie. That's for sure. I do not want that.
Oof.
That one got me.
I think like I don't know which would be worse, burning alive or drowning.
Burning alive.
Probably, yeah. I would say burning alive. I don't think I'd want to drown either.
I don't want to find out how either feel, but
no,
I think burning alive is probably worse.
But at least you leave this world with the smell of bacon in your nostrils. Like there are worse ways to go.
There are, I guess so. I mean, the coziness of a campfire.
Yeah.
The smell of long pig.
Yeah. Long pig.
You're like, bacon. Wait, I'm the bacon.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Does anybody smell bacon? That's me. Okay.
And then, like the very end of this movie, when Nicolas Cage shows they got married, and then he ran to that church and he has the film, and I love how the last line is, "Hey, do you want to know who really killed JFK?"
Yeah,
I do.
My head canon is that's the church they got married at, and then like they walked out and he snuck back in and was tearing the pew apart.
You know what? I like that. That's a good head canon.
It's always been my head canon of like that's where they got married and then tore the church apart. I also was like, okay, it's been 30 years. They like my church, they move stuff around every once in a while. It's the same pew.
Well, it's like way out there. They probably have like 3 parishioners.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, to be fair, that there's a church my uncle used to go to with my grandmother, and they sat in the same pew in the same spot. Everything was exactly the same for well over 30 years. So possible.
Yeah. I mean, we set the same spot every week. So, well, we don't now because we're remodeling our church. So we ain't going to church there.
But nothing changed.
So far.
Speaking of church, you know who else is in this movie as a fighter jet pilot? Jim Caviezel.
Hey.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That sounds familiar.
He played Jesus in Passion of the Christ.
Never watched
that movie. And he was, why can't I think of his name from
zero interest too.
For Person of Interest. He was the
That's
Passion of the Christ is a good movie. It's a hard movie to watch, but like good movie.
It's a toughie.
Cover that next Easter.
It's a hard movie. Yeah, I'm like I don't technically really know why they're making a sequel, but they are.
What movie?
They're making a sequel?
Yeah,
they're from what I've heard, they're making a Passion of the Christ sequel. I don't know if it's after the resurrection or what.
How do you make a sequel?
I don't know.
Maybe it's just
Passion of the
criminal-
Christ 2, Passion
it's-
Harder.
Exactly.
This
Jim
returns.
Caviezel's back is Jesus. That one I'm not 100% sure of.
It's
That's
like the
weird.
Gandhi 2 spoof from UHF.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just coming back with machine guns now.
Yep. That's a good
I
reference.
never saw Passion of the Christ, and I have zero interest to ever see that movie.
I got
All right,
like
so Easter it is. Let's go.
in a world where we have the Chosen, like I don't know that we need like Passion of the Christ 2 because the
Yeah.
Chosen kind of took that.
We have
Plot
some like
over.
trilogy of religious movies coming out about Jesus right now or something. I remember seeing an ad for it at one
The
point.
Chosen movies have been like we're going into
Oh,
the
maybe
final
that's what-
season of that's the next, and that's a very like in set work and design of that show is incredible of what they've been able to do, like purely crowdfunded.
Okay. So, anything else to say about The Rock?
Actually, yeah, I did have a
Okay.
couple last things I wanted to squeeze in here real quick.
Please.
First off, DVD released as a Criterion Collection movie.
Let's go.
This deserves it.
Yep.
like
Roger
Armageddon.
Ebert gave this movie 3.5 out of 4 stars. Roger Ebert. I want y'all to think about that before you talk shit on Michael Bay's name.
That's true. That's you know what, guys. I got to
This
speak some
movie was
respect.
good. That doesn't mean I like all his movies, but I like this movie.
That's fine, but everybody like a lot. Okay, speaking as a film studies student who has a degree, there are a lot of people out there who talk shit about Michael Bay. A lot of pompous, no good nicks who like to think that they're better than Michael Bay. Guess what? You're not. Michael Bay is fucking good at his job. And
Yes, facts.
he's a craftsman. He's an artist. He's not just like making these movies, pumping them out as fast as he can. This movie is art. Stop being pretentious. It's not going to get you any friends who are interesting. It's just going to get you bitter, venomous fucks like you.
This feels very personal, Ken. Like you had
It
something happen
is
to you.
very personal.
Okay.
I am a film studies student who hates film studies student in and I have a degree in film studies that is an English concentration, and I hate most English students. I am a self-loather front to back.
Listen, I'm going to since just for those who made it through our extensive Nick Cave. Sorry, I was listening to Nick Cave earlier today. Actually,
Good choice.
He's great. Nick Cage conversation, and those who've gone through all of our side quests on this.
I know this episode had a lot, but that's fine.
That's okay. But just
Just a
for
lot of
those, I'm going to admit something here, right here, because I'm among friends. And after your statement there, Mr. Sanity, I was one of those no good nicks that talked a lot of smack about Michael Bay back in the day, to the point where I looked up my old review, and I actually reviewed this movie back in 2011 when I was at the height of my film, and I gave this a very poor review. And as we were talking, I've been reading through it, and it's all the same stuff that you just said. How Michael Bay doesn't understand characters, he doesn't understand this. And I have to say, I apologize to the two people who read that review. And I am walking that all back because I see the error of my ways. And you are 1,000% right. I think in life it's important to grow. I've said this a number of times on this show. Growth is good.
Yes.
So I am glad to say I no longer think of this as a 3 out of 10 movie. And I must have consumed some cranky popcorn or something the day I wrote this
is
review.
not a 3 out of 10 movie.
No,
at
I'm
all.
insane. I am embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that my name's associated with that score. But you know what? That's what this show is all about. This show is about learning and growing and admitting when you're wrong. And boy, oh boy, was I wrong about this movie, because this is a delight and it's so much fun. And
It really is. It's way
Yeah.
better than I remembered it, and I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. Like, yeah,
you know how
this movie was-
you know how much craptitude I was full of in that era when I wrote this shameful review. I was still using ellipses the 3 dots.
You know what?
To make a point.
I love an ellipses stuff. Love it.
See,
I
but
hate
not
them
but
for a
not when
personal
you
reason.
but not when you put 4 dots instead of 3. Then you're just a pretentious asshole, and that's again growth.
My ex-girlfriend used to always send me ellipses on everything she would say, and I could just feel the judgment.
Yes.
So I really don't like them now. Like ever since then, I'm like, do not like that. Not
That's
like that
also what I use them for too.
Luckily, I only used one, and I used it incorrectly in the very beginning of the review. Boy, oh boy, was I just a hack. What a hack! But you know what? Like I said, I can learn and grow. So I appreciated your little rant there, Mr. Sanity.
A different time.
Different time. Hey, listen. I don't even know if I have access to this site anymore. I'll just get rid of this thing.
You're like, let's delete this review.
Yeah, find the delete button. This was apparently Michael Bay's second movie after Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Bad Boys was his first.
Yep.
The Rock was second, and then Armageddon. So like three bangers, and then the absolute piece of crap that is Pearl Harbor.
That was on the poll too. Nobody voted for it. I'm okay with that.
That movie, like, the problem with Pearl Harbor is he depicts what happened in Pearl Harbor in ways that they never happened. Like he depicts the Japanese like bombing civilian like installations, which they didn't. Like they purposely only went for military installations.
They weren't the Americans. How would you portray
And I'm like that. I do not like Pearl Harbor. I hate that movie. As a history,
I don't think I've seen it.
I've never seen it.
It just gets so much wrong.
That would bother me, but also I would go on rants about World War II, which I do that enough already, so I didn't need another excuse to.
We ought to just start a World War II history podcast. The two of us, we'd be going for hours.
Funny thing, the first podcast I ever started that never went live was called TMI, Too Much Information. It was me and some other random guy that I was friends with his sister, and we were going to talk about different things with history. But it never got. I didn't want to do anything with it. I'm like, I'll record with you, but I don't want to edit. I don't want to publish. I don't want to do nothing but sit down and talk because I'm too busy. And when that never went anywhere, that's how this happened. So I got tired of waiting. Here's your fun fact.
Nice.
It is fun.
I think we're out of stuff to say at this point. Bill, I feel like this will be one of the other episodes you once commented. You're like, I listened to the episode to hear about the movie, and I heard everything but the movie. That's kind of how this episode I think feels like.
No, I think we've covered this movie quite a bit. This is we've been on a journey. We've been on a journey. This one.
Which one you were referencing once when you said that?
I don't remember.
I feel like we
probably the thing.
Some demons today.
I think so. I realize I have to find the login to this ancient blog that I have had since 2011. I need to make some edits and some changes.
Look, no. Make an update. Make an update to the blog. Like do a new entry, but leave it there. Have proof of your growth. Because like Warner Brothers says at the beginning of my racist Tom and Jerry cartoons, to erase them is to pretend like it never happened.
That's true.
Like Disney tries to do.
That's a very good
just
point.
edit it and hear my updated thoughts on games my mom found.
I haven't posted to the site since 2018. I gotta hunt. I'm amazed. This is on a credit card. This keeps re-upping on a credit card that I don't even have anymore. I bet I don't even. Golly,
well, good news. Well, it doesn't matter anymore in updating because it stopped.
That's so funny. Okay,
that's why every so often when I get rid of like an old credit card or something, I'm like, that's fine because whatever it was on will just now, if I was paying something, I'm not anymore. So
do I need to get a Letterboxd account and actually and write the wrong that way? Oh boy, very very good.
Hi, and who is joining us to talk about some rocks?
Hi, I'm Starsky.
Hey, welcome, and welcome first time on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. I'm always happy to have new people on the show. I know you unfortunately weren't able to make the main recording, but I know Zach personally had mentioned he couldn't wait he wanted to hear what you thought about The Rock.
Zach is like my podcast spirit animal. I followed him to multiple Discords, multiple podcasts, so I think he's like a couple years older than me, but we definitely like the same sort of things. I think if we lived closer, we'd be hanging out. So
he ended up finding he found me through Bill Tucker's show Gamer Looks at 40, and he's been with me for a while. So what is your history with The Rock?
So I'll up front say The Rock is my favorite movie of all time. I do love this movie.
That's fair.
I saw it probably a year or so after it was released. I grew up in Southern Connecticut. There was a second run movie theater in town, and it was the only movie theater I've ever been to that had a balcony, but really cheap. My buddy and I rode our bikes there, and we liked Sean Connery from watching old James Bond movies, so that's really what brought us there. And then it was like, what an amazing, what did we just watch? We were probably 10, 12 at the time, and it was just an amazing movie. So I've been hooked ever since.
I mean, it really is. I hadn't seen it in years, and I was shocked that it still holds up. extremely
Right.
well.
Right. Nothing really, like you said, it ages well. Everything is probably plausible today if it were to happen today, you know?
Decently enough, yeah.
He might not be driving a Ferrari in San Francisco or borrowing a Humvee. Maybe it'd be different for cars. He borrow a Cybertruck.
Oh god! Every time I see one of those, I just cringe. Like, why the fuck did you buy that piece of shit? Every time.
They do look weird.
I don't understand. I'm like, I have no problem with Tesla cars. Like, I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's fine, you know. But when I see fucking Cybertrucks, I'm like, why did you waste your money?
Yeah.
Why did you support Elon? Like, come on. Those are my two questions every time I see one of those bullshit things.
So I mean, every part of this movie just is like a banger for me. You got Ed Harris stealing the missiles in the beginning. He's such a good bad guy. Like
He really is.
I love him in this, in National Treasure, where he's with Cage again. He's such a good bad guy. But he's almost like you do root for him in a little bit in this movie because he's trying to get money for the families of his fallen Marines. So part of you sympathizes with him. If you know the loose Michael Bay plot that we're taking here.
Yeah.
He doesn't need much of it. He's like, I just want to film a car chase and some shit blowing up and a shooting scene, and we'll be out. But that's the Michael Bay formula.
I don't mind it in this. Like, we
Not
watched
at all.
one other Michael Bay movie so far for this podcast, which was Armageddon, which I did not care for. But this I enjoyed.
And this is part of that time period where it was this, Con Air, and Face Off, where we're like within 2 or 3 years of each other, and they were just
Damn.
all bangers.
The Cage was on a roll back in like the late 90s and early 2000s. I was a big fan of his movies for a while, and this is only the real first live action movie we've done on the podcast of his. So, which is strange.
Well, I just gave you two more options for the future.
Oh, I know. Those have been mentioned many times by people. I just haven't gotten around to actually cementing it on the show.
Con Air is another one. So I feel like these two movies were like Saturday morning movies on USA or TNT. You know, when I was growing up, also they were edited, but you still got to watch Sean Connery and Cage.
There's not a lot of violence in this movie that you would really... I mean, the only thing that could be considered gross that might need to be edited would be when the guy gets trapped in the room and his face starts moving. I mean, that's really it. Because they don't... Most of them are just people get shot, and one guy gets shot and falls to his death and gets crushed in the water, but you don't see it. You just know what happened.
That guy gets impaled. So does he fall off and gets impaled?
Yeah.
That's kind of...
You could edit that to where he gets flown out, falls, and then you just cut it right there.
You just cut it. Yeah, that's true.
You don't need to see the fact that he got impaled. It doesn't do anything.
This is Michael Bay doing his thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Or Bruckheimer doing his thing.
Yeah, it's not overly violent. So, I mean, the saddest part for me as a kid was always the shower scene. That one always made me sad.
Oh, this bugs me more now because I feel like when I was first watching this as a kid, I have no concept of military tactics, but I can't imagine all the Navy SEALs coming in through a single point of entry into a room like that. They would come from multiple places, or they'd have one team go there and another team go there. You know, I'm just like, this is poor tactics.
One guy to scout before you lose your whole team. Like,
exactly.
Because one guy gets caught, like he can just surrender, or I mean, he can be preoccupied. And, yeah, I mean, especially when later on in this movie, Sean Connery and Cage come out a different entrance. It's like, why didn't they just like? Why are all our... But I guess they were just so full, like, oh, they won't see us coming.
Exactly.
It was odd. But, yeah, I mean, it's the fact that this movie's kind of anti-military, or anti-government, I should say, a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that. Especially in 2026. I'm like, oh, yeah. It's not bad.
I mean, it's anti-government from the beginning. They offer Sean Connery a pardon, and the FBI director, like, rips it in half. You know?
Yeah. And the FBI being stupid? No, that's not possible.
That'll never happen.
See, this movie made in 2026. He'd be drinking every other scene now in this movie.
It wouldn't be an old white guy either, right?
No, it would not be. But back then, it was only old white people. So.
Yeah. So there's so many. So I got to ask you, what's your watch this recently quotable lines for you? There's so many that I love, but I want another person's take.
The one that stuck with me that I should have been the opening of this episode, which is not, was the Rocket Man one. That one just cracked me up.
How do you like
like, oh, listen to that soft rock. And he's like, oh, well, you are the Rocket Man. Like, it's stupid, but it's also classic Nick Cage, like the way he delivers it.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
It's just Nick Cage. I mean, that he made this movie better for me. Plus, I'm a big fan of Sean Connery because of all the Bond days.
Mm-hmm. Same.
So I was the same. Like, I saw Bond movies as a kid, then I saw this, and I was like, oh, Sean Connery, but older now, of course. But
so I was reading in preparation for this, and this is something I had never seen before. That there's like a fan theory that he is James Bond being held captive by the American government when he's in prison.
yes, the fan theory is that Dr. No happens, but he doesn't get rescued by Felix because he cuts off the rope on the boat to stay with the girl. Then he gets picked up by the Americans and is arrested, goes to Alcatraz, then escapes, and then does the second movie From Russia with Love. Then Goldfinger happens, and then he gets captured again because they think he's one of them, even though that doesn't fit the way that movie works. And then how he ends up in prison eventually. Because he's in America, so then he steals the plans.
I just think that's such a fun tie-in. Like, watching it now, thinking that this is Bond that's been held hostage forever,
He is playing Bond. Like,
he really
100%,
is. He really is.
He's playing Bond. Like, it's essentially one of those things where, we had to take off the serial numbers, otherwise, we'd be sued into oblivion.
Right.
But it's the same... Like, it's a British agent. It's the same actor who's famous for playing the original Bond.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a coincidence that they did it the way they did it. And he's not even British. He's Irish, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's either Irish or Scottish.
Yeah,
I think they say it at one time he's from Glasgow, that when they're looking up, they have no info on him. They have place of birth Glasgow, and then that he was transferred to San Quentin prison.
But the real, Sean Connery is
he Irish? I honestly have no idea.
can tell you in a second. He's Scottish.
Okay, so he is Scottish.
But he's not British exactly. So, and he has that Scottish accent. So, there's just that. It's very fitting that, it could be Bond.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like that idea.
I think it's a great idea. I think for
Grayson
me,
back in this.
there's so many. When he first walks in, when he's go back to the FBI director part, when Nick Cage walks in and he stumbles over his name, well, I'm Stanley Goodspeed, and Connery replies, "But of course you are." I'm like, that line. Whenever somebody introduces themselves to me, but of course you are. There's, anytime that somebody says, "Oh, I was doing my best," this is the best I could do. You get that your best. Losers always complain about their best.
Because he's just so good. He is such a good actor.
Yeah. His delivery is just on.
Too bad, this is near the end of his career where we get a couple other movies and then he's fucking done.
Yeah, he just retires and enjoys himself, it seems like.
Well, that and he did The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was really done, so,
Yeah. Was that was the Catherine Zeta-Jones movie that I'm not.
Entrapment.
Was that after?
That's
this?
99.
Okay, so I was after this.
Yeah, a few years after this. I have not seen a lot of his movies. I'm actually looking at all his stuff right now, and I have not seen the majority of these.
He also is almost like
Hmm.
I'm gonna blank on the Red October. His Marius there. He's kind of like the
Marco Ramius is the character.
Marco Ramius. There you go.
It's 99 or 1990.
90 is Red October. Yeah, I knew that was before this, but he's kind of like that character he portrays in this movie. He reminds me a lot of his portrayal there. And then I forgot about this until I was looking it up, but my brother and I used to watch Dragonheart way back in the day, where he's the voice of the
Yeah.
CGI dragon.
I have not seen that in a very long time.
No, me neither.
Oh, I have not seen most of his movies besides the Bond. I've seen all the Bond movies more than once,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen Highlander, but it's been a long time.
Red October still holds up. After you get over that Alec Baldwin looks extremely young, almost unrecognizable to what he looks like today.
Age does that to you. I'm assuming drugs too. So
Did that killing a man,
yeah, and I'll do it too. Hey, he did essentially commit murder by accident.
Yeah.
Still murder. So.
Yeah, still murder.
No, I mean, The Rock is a really interesting film, and I was just happy to watch the Michael Bay movie and enjoyed it. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this film when we put it on the show, and also it was 100% voted by the patrons just for this movie. Nobody clicked on a different thing in the poll.
Really?
This.
That's
Pearl
awesome.
Harbor, Bad Boys, and Ambulance were the picks, and this.
I mean, you really stacked the deck in favor of The Rock.
Yeah, I did. I did on purpose, but yes.
There's so many I've gone through the IMDb spoofs and trivia on this. I feel like every time I go back, every couple of years, there's more stuff. There's like that Sean Connery camped out on the island, on Alcatraz Island, while they were filming. They like actually filmed on the island, which is kind of cool. Have you ever been? I went probably like 20 years ago.
Unfortunately not. I wouldn't mind. Like, I've never been to California yet, but it's something I wouldn't mind seeing.
That was my first time in California. It was, I want to say, like late spring, so it was cold. We bought like Alcatraz hoodies to wear out because we were totally unprepared, but for the weather. But you're walking through the prison cells, and it's you're on the set. It looks exactly like when that ranger is given the welcome to Broadway. You're in that room. It's pretty cool. So
that would be cool to see. Someday I gotta visit Cali, but we'll see.
If you're gonna go to one place in Cali, I'd say San Fran is not a bad one place to go to. So
no, I wouldn't mind visiting San Francisco. I think that's that or San Diego are the two cities.
Yeah.
If I would go to. I don't care about Los Angeles.
No, there's nothing there. So you see all the, I guess, to the car scene chase, you see a lot of San Francisco. I'm using finger quotes here, like traditionally San Francisco things. The street that's a zigzag. They go to the Palace of Fine Arts where he finally catches them. That's all still there, and you can sit where Connery sat, or sit where Cage sits.
Oh, that's cool. I would do that.
Yeah, I got a picture of myself from a long time ago. Yeah.
You just have to. Like, if you can go to movie spots, like, you take a picture. I've done that. Like, when I was in Salem, Massachusetts, we saw the house that was in Hocus Pocus, and I got a picture of my wife in front of it. Across the street, because the lady who owns it was just sitting in a rocking chair, staring at all the people taking pictures of her house. So I was like, we'll just stand over here and take it, but I'll get a picture either way.
Does she not know? She should just charge $1 so you can get closer. Like,
I mean, I'm 100% she's aware.
And she's not
she's just
cashing
sitting there watching people on a rocker. Like, yeah, I mean, that's what I like. Come on in, like, come see the house. You want to get a picture? $5. You can sit on the porch, take a picture.
Get some props from the Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica. And
I mean, hey, that'd be smart. Cash in on it. Like, people will pay. People love that movie.
This is the capitalist in me, I guess.
Hey, this is America, so
right.
That's what we do, unfortunately. But I mean, I would have paid. I mean, Salem's also a tourist town. Trust me, I spent a lot of money on bullshit. So tourist town.
Oh, so is all those ghost-related things and witches.
Oh, yeah, Salem's worth visiting if you're into that. My wife was big into that. So.
Oh, cool.
We didn't go we went to Massachusetts to meet Robert Englund at a convention because we were worried he was going to croak eventually. And my wife really wanted to meet him, get a signature, and she was worried. I was like, and he don't come to the Midwest. He only goes to the East Coast and the West Coast.
Yeah.
Which I understand.
Cool. Yeah.
I live in Minnesota, so they're like, nope, don't want to deal with that.
I don't think I said it, but I'm in Connecticut, so I've been to Salem.
Okay.
It's plenty of times. It's
you're not that far then.
Yeah. The Penny Arcade Expo in Boston. I haven't gone in a couple of years since my kids are still young, but that's a fun time too. If you ever make it to either Seattle or Boston for the Penny Arcade Expo,
I have to check that out. I want to go to Seattle someday. It's on my to-do list.
That's another fun time. You get the fish thrown at you at Pike's Place.
I'm hoping to go to Seattle, but if I go to Washington, I'm also going to want to drive to the city from Twilight. I forgot the name of it.
Is it? It's not Spokane, is it? I don't know. I don't know
is.
Twilight. That's
my wife loves Twilight, so that's something that if I go to Washington, I looked it up. It wasn't that far of a drive. Like, okay, we'll drive there. You can go see the town, then we'll drive back. But no, that's not rock related. But no, I mean, if I got a chance to go see Alcatraz, I would. No question.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely worth your time. I guess if there's anybody else listening, they like this movie at all. San Francisco's all the things that are in this movie are, it's shot in San Francisco. It's shot on Alcatraz. You get to walk through the places that Cage and Connery and Ed Harris walk through. It's kind of cool.
And any other thoughts you want to mention about this movie?
I mean, if you haven't watched it, what are you waiting for? This is probably, of the three that I mentioned, the little, quote, Nick Cage trilogy in the mid-90s, this is definitely my favorite. Con Air is probably a close second.
This is
Face Off. Yeah, I think this is better, too. I would say, I guess the last line that I use a lot is when Sean Connery breaks out of his cell, they're stuck in the cell, and he's got, like, the bed sheets, and he's tying them together to, like, create a whip to unlock the cell, and he just walks by Cage. Cage is looking at him, and he just goes, "Trade secrets, my son." Like, whenever I fix a computer, my son's like, "What'd you do?" I'm like, "Trade secrets."
That's funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of quotable lines in here.
There really are.
Great movie, and I feel like it's plausible today. There's not a whole lot that really like pins it in mid 90s that, if it was shot today, it'd still be good.
A little technology, but not too bad. It's not like watching X-Files and then you're like, oh,
Right,
this is none of this, it's so irrelevant now, but that's different.
Or like I watch Seinfeld now and I'm like, a cell phone would just eliminate half of these plot lines, So.
All right. And as I ask everybody, where would you rank this? Shelf, stack, or box? Shelf being something you love, stack middle, and box lowest.
This is on my shelf. I do not have a big DVD collection anymore, but I have 2 copies of The Rock. I have the regular one and the Criterion one. So,
nice.
Absolutely shelf.
Okay. That's what I assume based on everything that we've talked about so far, but I always have to follow my routine for this show. So,
Mike, thanks for having me. I look forward to trying to be on a couple more. I love the show. I'm relatively new to it, maybe like 8 months, but you're doing the Lord's work here. Keep it up. I appreciate it. I love listening to it. So thank you.
And stay tuned for the rest of our rankings. All right, let's go to Shelf, Stacker, Box. And Ken, lead us in, please.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to shelf this one all day, every day. This is an absolutely fantastic movie. It's a great, fun romp with solid characters, very interesting antagonist, great effects, and just it's fun. It's worth your time. It doesn't feel like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Just go watch it. Have some fun with it.
Really doesn't.
Shelf.
And Joe.
I would also put this on the shelf. I always love a good Nick Cage movie, and I always love being introduced into newer Nick Cage movies. So, and I had a decent time with this too. So definitely put this on the shelf.
John.
Oh, this is definitely. I mean, it's on my shelf, and if they ever release a 4K version, it will be on there again. Please, for the love of God, release 4K. But yeah, it's up there as one of my favorite Nick Cage movies. It might probably. I would say it's probably my favorite Michael Bay movie. I think it might be his best movie, honestly. Yeah, it's just a fantastic movie, start to finish. It's funny. It's got good action. It's just kind of got everything that makes a really fun movie.
And Bill.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Was it 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, whatever it is? Yeah, I'm going to. I'm gonna shelf this as well. It's great for all the reasons we stated. It's got good performances. It's an extremely well made action movie that's a lot of fun, and I will be also pre-ordering the 4K Blu-ray when it eventually comes out on Steelbook. I would absolutely pick this up and put it on the ye old shelf.
And I'll go last. I'm going to put this on the shelf, too. I enjoyed it more than I expected. Like, I had a really good time with this movie. I even watched it twice, and I wanted to watch it twice. That is not something I normally say on this podcast. Like, and I wanted to. So that's props right there when I'm like, I want to see this movie again. Just, like, the next day, almost. Like, yeah, that's not me.
Well, would you look at that?
What?
Look at that.
That I like the movie?
Not only that you like the movie, but you wanted to watch it twice. And this is a director that has been mocked for decades, and everybody shelved it.
Because this is a good movie. Now, Armageddon I didn't shelf, I'm pretty sure.
Point is, everybody out there listening, give it a chance.
Yeah, really.
I mean, is 100% worth it.
Totally.
I mean, I can't speak to all his movies because I haven't seen a majority of them, but, like, this was fun. Transformers, I've never seen the first one.
The first Transformers is solid.
The first 3 Transformers are solid.
The second one, I think I will debate the second one. The third one, it's long, but the third one.
I like the third one, but I haven't watched I haven't had little to do with Transformers in a very, very long time. Yeah, I can't really say much about them, unfortunately. But hey, maybe we'll get to it. Who knows? Never really know what's going to happen on this podcast, to be honest. So
keep things fun.
Weird shit keeps happening. We keep doing movies I never expected us to do. Like, if you told me, hey, you're going to be looking forward to watching Saw 3, I would have said you're crazy, and I strangely am. So hey, weird things happen on this podcast.
Yeah.
Saw 2 was not bad. Our review's already up at this point, so yeah, I can say that.
It's been a while since I've seen the first 3 Saw movies.
Go check out our running series on the Saw movies, everybody.
Yes.
Great, and I think we should go to plugs. And Bill, where can people find you at?
Gamer Looks at 40, Carry My Cross podcast, and evidently a website full of really hacky reviews where I malign beloved movies. You can check all of those things out except for that one website, which I shan't be mentioning, Yeah, just check out those things wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
And if you enjoyed this episode, there are over 1,000 other episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon. A little dark vote in our Patreon polls. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. Currently 2 polls again. I'm trying to keep up with it as long as I can until I get overwhelmed. Surprisingly, it hasn't happened yet. So check that out. And if you donate $10 or more, we'll plug your podcast or YouTube like these wonderful people. Phoebe Stanton, the Let's Play Princess on YouTube and Twitch. And check out her podcast, Nerds at Broadcast. Check out Zach's show, absolutely the best podcast of work in progress. You already heard from Bill. Check out his show, his shows. And I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro courtesy of Helena at Hell Has Free. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And also, please join our Discord. If you want to be in the show, you want to suggest things for the show, join the Discord. We're always happy to new people join us and chat with us. You'll see a link in the show note. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and reviews or get your podcast. Helps out the algorithm, and I greatly appreciate it. I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
So long.